Victims have died after police say a young man walked into a bank in Louisville, Kentucky, where he worked and opened fire. Police were on the scene in just a few minutes, but it wasn't fast enough to prevent the carnage.
ABC's M. Wynn has new details on the shooter this morning and the victims. And good morning.
Good morning, Rhiannon. Authorities say one of the police officers who rushed into the building and was shot in the head by the gunman just graduated from the academy 10 days ago. They say he is still fighting for his life. This morning, a mass shooting in Louisville, Kentucky, rocking the nation after a bank employee armed with a rifle opened fire at his workplace, killing at least 5 people, injuring several others. Troy Haste says the gunman walked into their crowded conference room and started shooting.
And the lady next to me turned around and said, "What the hell?" And then he just started shooting. Whoever's next to me got shot in the hip. Blood's on me from it.
Haste ran, and others scrambled to lock themselves in bathrooms and reportedly hide in the vault.
I thought there was like something like dropping because they were doing some construction. I got up there and the guy was like, "Run, there's a shooter."
Sources tell ABC News the gunman was recently given notice that he was going to be fired and that he left a note for his parents and friends indicating he planned to shoot up the bank. Police say the 25-year-old shooter was live streaming during the attack before officers arrived on the scene within 3 minutes of being dispatched, quickly killing the gunman in a shootout.
And I want to thank them and all our other law enforcement officers for responding and doing their best to try to save some of my friends and many others.
Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear says 2 of the victims were his close friends.
Tommy Elliott helped me build my law career, helped me become governor, gave me advice on being a good dad.
2 Louisville Metro police officers were also shot, including Officer Nicholas Wilt, shot in the head and now in critical but stable condition.
We're also praying for the recovery of Officer Wilt, who heroically and rapidly entered the building. We have to take action.
And overnight, a vigil remembering the victims: Thomas Elliott, Jim Tutt, Josh Barrick, Juliana Farmer, and Deanna Eckert. There have been at least 15 mass shootings since the start of April, 146 so far this year. That's 20 more than this time last year, according to the Gun Violence Archive. Rhiannon.
So tragic, and thank you for that update. People who knew the shooter say they didn't see any red flags in his behavior. They describe him as a star athlete in high school.
One of the 2 Tennessee lawmakers expelled by the Republican colleagues for leading a gun violence protest.
Yo, the shooter was a Brad. They showed his face very briefly. They showed his face very quickly. But if you go back and check the video, the shooter who went into this bank and executed was a Brad. Brad strikes again.